Suit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Ready! Block 15!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shoot! Shoot! White, 89!
Now Gordon on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Block 11! White!
Hey, 4 down.
White, 89!
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Let's get the ball. Patch round. Check 52. Jack.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 22.
Alert, alert!
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the out.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Makes it third and inches.
Here we go. 180.
Me and you all day. I'm coming.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Black 20.
Black 49. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Black, what's up?
On first and 10 is Connor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And this is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Load it. 55, Mike 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Mike, 55. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Brown 80.
Hey, eat.
Orange 5-4.
Twist.
Go.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd down, Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Slam.
0. 80 high.
First down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Yo, kill.
Run 80.
He's crashing. He's checking.
12.
To throw is Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's
Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That 180.
Check 52, come on.
Hey, keep it up. Lock it up.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Matt, we're okay. 180.
I'm coming.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Under 10.
Alpha.
10.
Wait, 85.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. Hey.
Check 3. Check.
Cross the right.
Throwing, Rivers. On the right side, caught by Green. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Stay there. Round 80. White.
Watch twin.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything
Set
else.
180. Set 180. Orange 5-4.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Buffalo one. Hey, Echo. 12. Load it.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. To Gordon, out left. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right. Block 15. Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
Done.
55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. Black 11. Orange 5-4. 25. Check 25. Get on.
Running on first down, Eckler. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Red Delta.
Rivers to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey. Tighten it. Red Delta. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Alpha. Hey, turn.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Snickers, gotta spin.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, Delta!
From the 38, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Hey, Delta. 50. Watch this. Hey, go orange. Switch. Orange. Switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Gordon. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And let's pin the mirrors. Alpha! Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Big ass, big ass, big ass. He's coming.
threat.
He's coming, double up.
Slam, slam, slam.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at third and a few inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. Third and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Roethlisberger. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They're 180, 190.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to